I need your help. Yeah, what's up? I don't even know what's going on anymore. I mean, it feels like every single relationship I have is falling apart. I mean, especially the one that means so much to me. You know how much I love him, but why is it that we can't even get along at this point? I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should make it work. What's happening? I mean, I don't know. Like,
I totally
am I
get
going
you.
crazy? No, definitely not. You're not going crazy. Believe me. You're exactly where you need to be right now. I'm going to explain. Aloha, beautiful soul. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Rayanne Chi with RayanneChi.com. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about spiritual awakening, and how, or not even how you feel, probably feeling lonely, and why your relationships are breaking, or they feel like they're falling apart, or you feel like you're just not vibing anymore, or you know, the other person just thinks you're crazy, and the other person thinks that, you know, you're probably on drugs, but you're not, and they're thinking that you guys are so distant. And you're feeling the same distance as well, and you're wondering what in the world is going on. You kind of get a little glimpse, and that's why you're here today, because you're like, oh, it's a spiritual awakening. It gotta be that. It has to be that. Well, I'm gonna tell you today that it is, and I'm gonna share some of my experiences, and I'm gonna explain to you why it is happening. And on the earlier skit, it was, you're exactly where you need to be, and that is very true. But before I get into this video, I want you to subscribe to my channel if you want more videos like this, and also click your notification bell so you don't ever miss a video from me. So now let's get right into this video. So you have finally awakened, and now you're seeing things a little bit more differently. You know, everything looks a little bit more clear, or maybe more colorful. You have different perspective on things, and that's all great. It's all great that this is happening, right? Except for one thing. Your beloved relationship or relationships is probably ending, which is breaking your heart, and or falling apart, which you're not quite understanding why and what is happening and what is going on. Or y'all are just distant, and somehow you're just not clicking, there's no resonance, or you're just not vibing together, and you're like, we used to get along so well. What is happening? So basically what's happening is your vibrational frequency is on a different level. Okay, so I'm gonna just break it down a little bit on how we work on a vibrational level. Okay, we are vibration frequency. Okay, and in this reality, we come into this avatar, human body, physical realm, okay? And on a soul level, we're tip top, high vibration, perfect, okay? And so when you come down here, based on your circumstances and your programming, this affects your vibration. When you start to awaken on your spiritual journey, on your spiritual awakening, things start to shift internally, okay? Different energy centers start to open up. Your third eye may start to crack open. And so with doing this on a vibratory level, things start to change. What happens with that is also it changes your perspective. It changes how you see things. And so because now you're on a different vibration, take for example, two people and they have complete resonance, right? Because I'm going to put this on numbers so that you can understand better. This one has a vibrational scale of 420. That just came out, no pun intended. I promise that's not something I do, okay? I don't do that anymore. It's been a very, 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 very long time. So person A is 420 and person B is like around that, spectrum, 420, 425. And it's literally dialing up, and they vibe so well because they're on that same wavelength frequency, okay? When person A awakens, all of a sudden things start to change internally. Remember, it's as within, so without, okay? It starts within first. Be the change you want to see in the world, and that always happens within. So what happens is your vibratory level starts to be different from person B. Now there's this gap. So there's a dissonance. Okay, and that's why I say it's either ending, falling apart, or y'all just feel distant because it's somehow you're not vibing, you're not clicking, there's no connection. So now that you see this a mental picture of what it looks like, then you can only imagine on an energetic level why things are not going the way they used to go, okay? Because it's simply a dissonance. Now, I say you're exactly where you're supposed to be because this is part of the journey. So you can either embrace it and accept it and make the best out of it. And there's times where the ending ones you may have to let go and really take it in as a lesson for you so that you can continue on your path and you can keep the ascension going. Okay, so with the with the relationships that you feel like you're not vibing at the moment, remember, nothing's ever permanent. Okay, this universe is always moving. Things are constantly moving all the time. There's never, even us at this moment, we're vibrating at different levels every single time. Nothing is literally ever solid. Even the mountains, okay, they shake up in an earthquake. Nothing ever is staying put. Nothing's ever permanent. All right, it's eternal. It goes on and on and on and on and on and on and forever. So the best way to feel like you're not alone, because I know you probably feel lonely, which I get, because that was my experience. I felt like nobody understood me. I felt so misunderstood. I felt out of place. I felt so alone. Like I was just like, oh my God, like who gets me? Where's my tribe? I promise you that's all gonna come. And the lonely part is for you to feel into and be okay with that, because later on, okay, this is like the paradox. This is the caveat, because as you get this awareness and you start to have this understanding, okay, hear me out here. You come here to experience, right? Your spiritual being inhabiting a human physical avatar to experience this physical realm, okay? Now, you come and, there's family, and you have this, the ego gets attached to all these circumstances and conditionings and programmings that you've had. And so many times when you go through a spiritual awakening, that's kind of like a let go. That's kind of like a death. And that's why it feels like alone. It feels sad. It feels, like achy, like, oh my goodness, because the ego mind wants to attach to everything that it's known. Okay, but understand this, is that as you're going through that ascension process, having this feeling of feeling the lonely part is going to pay off. Because later on, you're going to be more selective on who you give your energy to and who you bring into your temple, your company. Okay? So really enjoy this moment. I know it's hard. I know it's tough. I get you. I get it. I was there. Now I really enjoy everything. I enjoy the times I have alone for myself, because at the end of the day, that's what it is, right? Like when we leave this physical realm, we're solo. We're coming in solo and we're leaving solo, So really embrace that. Now, to make this easier, going back, is to have that surrender and to have that letting go as far as you can take this in any context you want. Okay, you can let go as simply as like, okay, we're done and move on, or let go and allow for things to unfold the way they're supposed to unfold while this is key, while you are doing the work continuously, internally doing and processing and really understanding this journey of yours. Okay? If you're getting value out of this video, like and also subscribe, comment, and even share this video for those that you think, or even your significant other. You know, maybe your significant other is not on that same level as you. Your significant other can have an understanding at least. And that's the other thing when I say surrender and let go, is you don't want to constantly focus on your relationship, significant other, mom, dad, sibling, on how come they don't get me, why they don't understand me. Because the more you force, that creates more resistance, okay? I mean, resistance is good because we got to push through things. But the more you force them to see you eye to eye, the more you force them to get you and understand you, you're making things a lot harder. And this is why surrendering and letting go and allowing things to unfold will make it easier for you. And I'm telling you, nothing is permanent, because I tell you this because I've already been there. I see the other side. And I promise you, okay, like, it may hurt so bad that right now you just don't want to talk to your sister, or you don't want to talk to your mom. That's okay. Just be in your heart space and don't hold on to so much resentment and grudge. And this is something you have to work through, okay? But later on, they're going to start to see you. And to make this faster and less difficult is focus on what you do want. Okay, focus on what you do want, what relationship you do want, instead of, oh, they don't understand me, oh, they don't get me, oh, I feel so lonely. Because now you just keep perpetuating that same feeling, and then you're going to just keep going in this cycle, and really you're not going to be learning the lesson that was meant for your journey. Okay. So if you like this video, okay, again, comment. Question of the day is, what is the hardest relationship or most challenging relationship right now in this spiritual awakening that you are experiencing? Also, hashtag spiritual awakening. And that is it. This wraps up this video. So look out for, before you go anywhere, okay, hold on, don't go nowhere yet, because I have an announcement to make. Announcement. Before you go anywhere, I want you to take notes, because in the month of October, I'm going to be talking about limiting beliefs. Okay, this is going to be a series. And so if you have those limiting beliefs that you want to release, and those negative thoughts, okay, because beliefs create reality, thoughts become things. You have those thoughts that you want, that is like so, what's the word? It's just constantly there, and you want to pivot from that thought, and you feel like, gosh, it feels so hard. These are the things that I'm going to be covering for the month of October, which is starting next week on my uploads. Okay, so look out for that. Also, if you haven't catched my last video, it's a manifestation success story on how I basically became debt-free and increased my credit scores. Can't talk today for some reason. Credit scores 20 to 30 plus, like each month, okay? And when I say debt-free, this means I didn't put myself back into debt anymore. The moment I decided that I was done with credit cards and everything, and then from there did what I did, and you're gonna have to catch the video right here to find out what I did, that's when things really started to speed up. And every single month I get a notification of your credit score increase 20, 30 points. So that is all I have for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Again, leave me a comment, subscribe, turn on your post notification, and I'm going to see you on the next video. Mahalo and aloha.